In this episode, I'm breaking down the top 6 new features in the latest Photoshop update. Whether you're a designer, editor, or just curious about what's new, these features will save you time and level up your workflow. Let's jump in. One of the most helpful new updates in Photoshop is the improved Select Detail tool. If you've ever struggled with selecting tricky areas like hair, fabric, or small accessories, this tool is a huge time saver. It's built right into the Object Selection tool, and here's how it works. As you move your mouse over different parts of the image, Photoshop automatically detects and highlights individual areas, like clothing, facial features, or accessories. All you have to do is click once to make a clean selection. What makes this even better is the Select People option. When you open it, Photoshop detects all the people in the image and shows you selectable headshots. You can click on any face to instantly select the entire person or narrow it down to specific features like just the eyes, mouth, or hair. You can also select multiple people at once and target shared features. For example, I selected 2 people, chose teeth from the options, and then applied a hue saturation adjustment to brighten their smiles, all in just a few clicks. Now I'll select the man in the image, and from the options just choose coat. Photoshop instantly isolated just the coat area, without any manual masking or complex selection work. You can do the same with hair, eyebrows, or other sections like lower clothes. The accuracy isn't always 100% perfect, but for most use cases it gives you an excellent starting point and drastically speeds up what used to be a very time-consuming process. Next up is one of my personal favorites, the new Adjust Colors feature. The new Adjust Colors feature lets you instantly edit the 6 most prominent colors in your image. Just click the Adjust Colors icon in the toolbar. Photoshop shows 6 swatches based on your image. Click any swatch to open the hue, saturation, and lightness sliders. For example, you can turn a blue shirt red with just a hue adjustment. Behind the scenes, Photoshop creates a hue saturation adjustment layer with a mask, so your edits are non-destructive. If the color change affects unwanted areas, click on the layer mask, then press Ctrl+I on Windows, or Command+I on Mac to invert the mask and hide the effect everywhere. Next, select the Brush tool by pressing B, set your foreground color to white, and paint directly over the area where you want the color adjustment to appear. This gives you total control over exactly where the color change is visible. Click on the eyedropper tool, hover over the color you want to change, like a grass in the background. Hold your click, and Photoshop will pick it up. Now, you can adjust that exact color using the sliders just like before. That's it. Fast, easy, and precise color control in seconds. Let's talk about AI. Photoshop's text-to-image feature just got a major upgrade with the new composition reference setting, and it completely changes how you generate images. To get started, click on the Generate Image icon at the bottom of the left toolbar. Once the panel opens, click on Composition and then enter your prompt. For example, old wooden planks covered in green moss and wildflowers placed on a plain gray surface. Then, under Content Type, make sure to select Photo for a realistic result. Now click Generate, and Photoshop will create a few high-quality image options based on your text. But what if you want to control how the elements are arranged in the image? Look just below the prompt box. You'll find a Reference Image toggle. Click on it. Here you'll see 2 options: Style Reference and Composition Reference. We'll focus on Composition. Click Choose Image, then upload your own reference. Now, it could be something simple like a B shape or layout sketch. Photoshop will use that image to guide the positioning of elements in the generated result. Now click Generate again, and this time, the AI will follow not just your description, but also your layout. You get a beautiful AI-generated image that respects both your words and your structure. This is perfect for designers working with logos, marketing visuals, social media layouts, or conceptual art. It's a creative tool that blends the power of AI with your own design direction. Let's explore the upgraded Select Subject and Remove Background tools, now supercharged with cloud processing for sharper, more accurate cutouts. Let's try it on a photo of a bridge first. Click Remove Background, and Photoshop instantly analyzes the image using its cloud engine. It creates a mask that keeps the subject and removes the rest. To view the mask, hold Alt on Windows or Option on Mac, then click directly on the layer mask thumbnail. This reveals exactly what Photoshop selected in black and white. Now let's compare it to local processing. Open Preferences by pressing Ctrl+K on Windows or Command+K on Mac. Go to the Image Processing section, and under Select Subject, Remove Background, switch from Cloud to Device. Now run the Remove Background command again on the same image. The difference is clear. The cloud version handles edges and contrast better, giving you a cleaner result, especially around complex shapes. And don't worry, cloud processing doesn't upload or store your image, and it's not used to train any AI. It's purely for generating better cutouts. Let's now move into the Photoshop beta, starting with the upgraded Remove tool, powered by a brand new AI model that makes object removal smarter, faster, and cleaner. I'll start with an image where there's an unwanted car in the background. Select the Remove tool from the toolbar. Now, simply paint over the car. As soon as you release the mouse, Photoshop automatically removes it and fills in the background seamlessly. Next, I use the same tool to clean up a drawstring in the subject's pants. Just brush over the area and Photoshop removes the rip and reconstructs the fabric, matching the texture almost perfectly. There's also a helpful new Remove button that appears when you make any kind of selection. Let's say I want to remove a signboard in the background. I use the rectangular marquee tool to make a box around it. Once the selection is active, a Remove button appears in the top toolbar. Click it, and Photoshop removes the object inside that selection, blending it automatically using the same AI engine. This makes it easy to clean up large or structured objects quickly without even touching the brush. Finally, let's take a look at one of the most exciting upgrades in Photoshop Beta, the new Actions panel. Go to the top menu, click Window, then choose Actions. If the old version appears, open the flyout menu and select Actions again. This will switch you to the new panel. Get Smart Action Suggestions. Photoshop now recommends actions based on your image. Just hover over any of the suggested actions, and Photoshop shows you a live preview of what that action will do right on your canvas. You can apply the action to the entire image, just the subject or just the background. Right-click on the action and choose Apply to Subject or Apply to Background, depending on what you need. This is perfect for stylized edits and composite work. At the top of the panel, there's a search bar. Type in keywords like remove or blur, and Photoshop will instantly show matching actions, like remove wires, remove shadows, or add motion blur. Just click to apply or hover to preview. By default, actions now show up as a single step in the History panel. But if you want to see each individual step, open the flyout menu from the Actions panel, switch to Classic Actions View, then open the flyout menu again and click Playback Options. Uncheck Create a Single History State and click OK. Now, when you run an action, every step will show up in the History panel. Great for learning or making changes. Right now, the new panel doesn't support creating or recording new actions. The New Action button is visible but grayed out. To record custom actions, simply switch back to the Classic Actions panel, and you'll have full recording access again. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have questions. More Photoshop tips coming soon.